Plataforma de información musical y radio online. Rutas Alternas. Escucha.
Estamos muy próximos a que Wavves nos presente música nueva. Hay una larga duración ya en el panorama, un par de grandes sencillos del regreso de esta propuesta musical. Para platicarnos de este retorno, tenemos el gusto de saludar vía telellamada a Stephen, integrante de la banda. Hola, Stephen.
Hey, Gilberto, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm here in Los Angeles.
Oh, cool. How's the spring in LA?
It's hot.
I know.
We went from cold to hot, but it's fine. I've been in Memphis, Tennessee for the past couple weeks, and it's very humid there, and I sweat all the time, so I was just never dry. So I'm kind of glad to be in the dry again.
But you can always go to the beach in LA, right?
Yeah. I plan to this weekend.
Great. So, Stephen, there are new music from Wavves, a few tunes you have released in this spring. How was your experience making this new music?
It was a lot of fun. We got to record with an idol of ours, basically, Dave Sitek from TV on the radio. And he was amazing to record with. It made the process great. We started recording demos in like 2017, 2018 for this album. And then we went into a studio and did sort of a test album that we ended up scrapping. And then we wrote some more and finished it with Dave Sitek, and was originally going to come out last year, but because of the pandemic, we held off for a year. But so I'm very excited to get it out. It's my favorite album. We've done it since Afraid of Heights, probably.
Okay.
And I'm ready. I think we officially announce it tomorrow, and I'm just eager. No matter what happens with it, I'm ready to get it out into the world.
It's interesting how long took you to make new music, because nowadays there's a lot of musicians making new music all the time and putting these new songs in Spotify or Apple Music in front of millions of people, and you took almost 4 years to complete this process. Do you need this space? Do you need this time?
I mean, I think it's important to put out quality over quantity. Maybe some people don't see it that way nowadays because everybody has a short attention span. So some people just constantly put things out whenever they can. But I don't know. I think we spent enough time on this album, and it's important to us enough that we wanted to release it properly as an album and not just kind of, randomly drop it and see what happens. So I'm glad that we waited to do a whole album release, and hopefully we can tour on it too, because that's where I get my energy from. Like that's been basically what I've done for the past 15 years. So I hate exercising, so I feel like that's the only exercise I get on stage.
I know it's better, right, to play live.
Yeah.
So, Stephen, how did you choose Dave Sitek to be the producer? Because he's a very interesting musician, and I found in your new songs maybe more guitar, more distortion. Of course, not heavy metal or that, but I found a lot of power. Was that part of the work you make with Dave Sitek?
Dave Sitek reached out to us, actually, which was amazing. Cool. I was surprised he knew who we were. I'm very flattered. But that's part of what made working with him so great, is that he seemed like he was a genuine fan of us and was excited to make us sound good. And he helped write 3 of the songs also. So he was very, very involved in the project. And I think that's why it turned out so well, because everybody actually cared about it. You know, it wasn't just a job to an engineer or something. It was everybody had a creative piece of it, if that makes sense. Everybody was able to kind of do what they wanted to be happy with it.
Of course. And it's also important, Stephen, to still making a full-length album because you have a concept, you have a narrative on an album, and it's important to share that the emotion, that feeling, that concept with your audience.
I agree. I'm still a big time album listener. I just like having that escape and sitting down and seeing, especially you can tell when an album was put together to be an album because it has flourishes and ups and downs, and sometimes on some of my favorite albums it has like melodic themes that songs will hint to throughout the album, and it's just always, it's fun to experience the journey instead of just a little chapter, I guess.
What can we expect in the lyrics from your new album? Because your first single, Sinking Feeling, it's about mental health, depression, this feeling that comes and go like a wave, exactly like a wave. And but your other songs are trying to reach this kind of experiences, of this kind of emotions.
I think for some reason, most of our songs often tend to have darker lyrics or just emotionally intense lyrics. I think Sinking Feeling is one of the more depressing ones on the album, but I think the overall theme is dealing with that depression and trying to escape it. Trying, maybe not always in a healthy way, but just trying to get away from the negative things in your life. And I think that since this was written pre-pandemic, a lot of the songs have kind of taken on a new meaning. One of the next singles we're putting out is called Hideaway, the title of the album. And that's about, you know, trying to escape your demons or escape what's making you anxious and getting away to your hideaway to be alone. But I think with the pandemic, everybody kind of got to experience that and probably got to experience being at their hideaway, even though it was a negative time. And so now maybe the hideaway is getting to escape this pandemic to where we can go and play shows again.
And also, yes, I know. And also, music, it's a healer, right? A lot of us have found in music our escape or our way to express feelings that we couldn't express in other way.
Yeah, I'm terrible at expressing my feelings and talking, and I mumble and stutter and stuff. So it's much easier for me to write lyrics to a song, and I think I'm more honest that way too. It's the only therapy I get. I think it's the only release I get is doing music. So maybe I should have other therapy, but that's what I've used to deal with life, I guess, is music.
And as a music listener, it's also important. You found I never have written a song, but I have listened music from all my life, and I found a lot of artists that heals me. Right, even if it's a dark song, if it's a dark emotional song, you can find someone who shares your feeling, and that's very important.
Yeah, I think I think everybody, for some reason, when you're feeling really depressed and down, for some reason the first instinct is to put on more emotional, depressing music.
I know.
It would make sense to put on just some like dance music and try to get your energy up, but it doesn't feel as good in the moment. So it's good to be able to share your feelings with the artist you're listening to, and to have that connection, and that will help you hopefully lead out of that.
Absolutely, and more nowadays, because during the pandemic, we found that we can live without a lot of things, but not music.
Absolutely, yes. I need music in my life, and I don't know, I need playing music in my life too. That's definitely become part of me, and so I'm waiting for that to come back. Fingers crossed it soon.
Do you have any plans to play live?
I mean, not definite plans. No, it's all still up in the air, because nobody knows when it's really going to be safe to do all the traveling. So hopefully it's this year. A lot of bands are planning fall tours now. So
yes.
if things keep going well and everyone keeps getting vaccinated around the world, then hopefully.
Of course, looking forward to listen the album. Of course, when will you release the album? Do you have a date?
We announce the album tomorrow, and I don't remember the official date. It's in July.
In July, we can expect your new album in July. In the meantime, we can listen "Sinking Feeling." It's already on digital platforms. Do you have a video on YouTube? And we can listen "Help is on the Way." From May 4, right?
Yes, that comes out tomorrow.
You will make a video also for the song?
I don't think we made a video for this one.
Okay.
But we did. We have a few other songs coming out, and we've made a few videos. So
we will have your full album on July. We can expect maybe a tour on the fall, and maybe you can come to Mexico, right?
Please have us back. Yes.
And you can also play not only in Mexico City, of course, but you can play here in Guadalajara or Monterrey or other cities, right?
Oh yeah, we were putting together a Mexican tour in early 2020 when everything hit. So I think we had a Mexico City, we had a Tijuana show planned also. So hopefully we can do all that again.
I really, really hope so. Will you make a streaming to celebrate the release of the album?
I'm not sure what we're going to do. We're definitely, we all live in different places right now. So if we can all get together and play, that's what I want. I'm just eager to play music again. So hopefully we can do that for album release. Let's have a little special show.
Well, I hope you can make it, and I really appreciate you can have this time to have this chat. And Stephen from Wavves, thank you so much for this conversation with Rutas Alternas.
Thank you for having me.
Plataforma de información musical y radio online. Rutas Alternas. Escucha.